Hello, welcome to Game 6 of my match against Burning Skull. I'm up 3-2, so hopefully I can win this one and take the match. Okay, there's a enormous amount of stuff going on. And... whew. Okay, so Lighthouse blocks Barbarian. I think we're opening with Priest always. Like Priest old map, perhaps. Voyage Tactician is only a thing if you can top deck the Tactician somehow. And so you basically need two Tacticians in some way to top deck it. I guess if you play with a ton of swaps, like, and maybe you are playing with a ton of swaps because of experiments, so maybe your your deck has a bunch of swaps in it anyways, and you play Voyage, and then you swap into Tactician, play Tactician, and then if you don't want to play Tactician the next turn, you can just swap it out for something better, which seems pretty reasonable to me. So I think I'm going to go old map Priest. I'm interested in Exorcist to get some ghosts, because I think ghosts can accelerate the payload, but that could be a little slow. There's just a lot of stuff going on here, with swap especially. Ghost can be a village, which is quite nice. And yeah, I mean, lighthouses are probably fine because you're just going to swap them out fairly soon anyways, so you don't really care that they're taking up space in your deck. I think I'm already going to take a swap. Maybe I'll just take an Exorcist. I want to keep trashing. A couple of Will-O-Wisps is fine. You can potentially swap them as well. Swap does not say supply pile, so you can do stuff there. Here we'll get some experiments. And I'm actually pretty okay bottom decking the old map, because I'm pretty sure that's old map estate down there. So I couldn't do very much with that anyways. If I played the old map, I would just discard an estate and draw an estate. And still have 4 money. So yeah, so this is experiment, and then our next 5 we're looking to get is a swap, and then we start to do crazy stuff. As I said, Ghost is a village and Tactician is a village, but you can't use them both. Unless, as I mentioned, you try to do the Voyage thing. I think it's a touch early for them to get swapped. They only have 2 actions. But maybe it's okay. The high roll of colliding the swap with the Lighthouse is very high for them. That's what I would think about here. And then, if they draw the swap with no actions, they just discard for Arena and buy some experiments. I think we'll discard an estate and rotate. That was sad. I didn't see the stuff that I wanted to see. So I hit 5 though, so I can get the Voyage myself, or I can just go ahead and get a swap, which feels like the best card for my deck, and swap into a Voyage if I need to. Not finding both the estates in either Trashers is pretty unlucky. I think that's the 1 and 6 that's the order you see them in. I guess 1 and 6 that you see both the estates before the Trashers. It's 1 and 6 that you see both the Trashers and not the estates. So it's 1 and 3 that you don't collide them. Okay, this did not go super well. We'll just buy some more experiments and trash a copper here. So if I swap this old map, the old map, it's on top of I no longer have an old map, I guess. I no longer have pile pressure on the Voyage pile, but this turn feels so bad that I want to get out of it. Which I think the Tactician play lets me do. I'm going to draw a deck here. I'm going to be able to trash some stuff, get some stuff. Maybe get a Sacred Grove now for the plus buy. Oh, I should be able to also swap an experiment into a Sacred Grove here for plus buy, which is cool. And extra plus buys can just go to experiments or lighthouses always. Make sure you play the priest first, right? In case you what am I saying? In case you get Flame's Gift with Sacred Grove. I think there's an order where you play Sacred Grove first and you get like River's Gift or Wind's Gift or something, but I don't think any of those gifts affect priest in any meaningful way. And then the plan here is to buy some experiments, maybe buy another swap, exercise an estate, trash a copper, and next turn we'd like swap the Tactician into something that we want to buy. I guess they can take a Voyage here and play it if they want. It's a really interesting kingdom. Again. I think they've trashed more than me. My priest and my exorcist both missed the shuffle. Oh yeah, and they have 2 wisps. That doesn't seem fair. We both bought exorcists turn 3. Yeah, we both bought exorcists turn 3, and they have not. They have trashed 2 wisps. They have 2 wisps, and I don't. I have 0. So that seems a little bit like they've been drawing better here. And I hate, because I'm pretty sure a couple of the games I won, I drew very well. I think I had really good... The Quarry Captain game, I feel like I had a very good plan, but... Okay. So we're swapping Experiment into Grove. We're going to Priest trash a copper here, so we can get some more wisps. Now we play this. Oh, rip. Come on. That's... quite unfortunate for me. I can take an altar now as my terminal, or I can play... I'm going to take a Voyage now. Like a Voyage and another swap. Maybe a Voyage and some experiments. And then... Sure, I'll take a Lighthouse. It gets drawn by wisps. So this is a really tough call here. I think I'm just trashing 2 and discarding the Tactician for arena points. As sad as that is, I have 2 experiments down there, the wisp and the swap. So okay, so this is a much better draw. I'm going to be able to swap into something. I think I might even be able to trigger this shuffle and see. I do have a Voyage down here as well. So I might be able to trigger this shuffle with the Tactician in it and play Voyage Tactician stuff. Does Ghost get around playing stuff from your hand? Yes. So to whatever extent that works. They rotated. Interesting. Really interesting. They rotated the Odysseys. They don't want Voyages. I will note for everyone, I'm not playing Tactician deck. I'm just using Tactical Tactician. I realize that sentence is awkward. I'm using Tactical Tactician here. Okay. We're going to play swap. We're going to swap Lighthouse into swap. Play this. Play Voyage for sure. Play swap, and we'll swap this priest into another swap. That makes the most sense to me. And then we'll stop here and play the Grove. And I think I'm going to buy an altar now. finish getting rid of these coppers on the main turn. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're just not taking advantage of the swap stuff as much as they need to be. I can also exorcist something for a ghost on my voyage turn. It gets difficult to do, but like if I ghost a swap into my voyage turn, that seems pretty nice. I can also exorcist the silver, which is not particularly useful. I feel like they are underplaying this kingdom, though. Oh, they said BRB. I was confused where they had gone. Okay, so we gain altar. Device. All right. So, you can't play Exorcist on the voyage turn. That's fine. It should be known. You can play Exorcist in the main turn, though. Right. So we can play a swap here, but like Sacred Grove is one of the only cards we don't really feel like swapping. Maybe we just swap Sacred Grove into Experiments. And then we tack. And the 2 Experiments can become 2 Sacred Groves if we want them to be. I'm not really seeing what their plan is. They can get a Barbarian, but I can just play Lighthouses every turn. I actually need to play a Lighthouse on the Voyage turn, technically. I mean, I can also just kill the Tactician if I don't feel like it's serving much purpose. But like swapping stuff into Experiments just seems like it's going to be a ton of draw. And then, boy, I can even swap into... You can't swap into Distant Lands, I guess. That's important noting. But I'm going to slowly like alter my coppers into swaps and stuff. And you can't swap into or alter into Distant Lands. You have to actually buy those. But you can like buy them. They're a nice lab card. They're worth 2 VP, and you can keep exercising the estates into wisps, which is useful. They do have a 4-point arena split lead, which some of that I think is just down to their Exorcist getting them wisps much faster, but okay, Sunken Treasure is the one card that can gain. Okay, they got a province. Let's play some wisps. All right, so we're looking to exercise something here. We're going to play our voyage. Exercise. We can turn this experiment into something. We can even start hitting them with Barbarian attacks if we really feel like it. It's not like incredibly clear to me that that's the best way to go, but okay, we're gonna turn experiment into what? 2 more experiments? Oh, it can't be 2 more experiments. Another swap. And then we can play an altar to turn an estate, a copper, into another swap. Do I need to buy a province here, I guess, is the question. I don't think so. I can actually play this Lighthouse now for the money. Yeah, maybe this is fine. Swap a swap into Experiments. We'll play Voyage. We'll play Sacred Grove. Don't want to trash. I mean, I'm like pretty happy to gain a ghost here. For my main turn. Yeah. So this is just like sort of the plan. We play swap on Experiment into tack. And then play tack. And sure, they have a little bit of a VP lead, but I feel like our deck I can gain duchies. I can double province on a big turn. Maybe they can Sunken Treasure gain more stuff. I don't know. I feel like I really like my deck that I'm building here, though. Question is if they gain 7 points a turn. I just have to double twice. I feel like doubling is within the realms of what my deck can do, especially if I can ghost. I can potentially ghost a Sacred Grove or something like that on my on my main turn. I can ghost a Sacred Grove on my main turn, and then Province on the Voyage turn. Somehow. Maybe only on the last one, but Wisp. All right, so we don't need 2 Tacticians, so Tactician becomes Experiment. Okay. We're going to... How do we actually get a Sacred Grove in the discard pile? Let's trigger a shuffle. So we can like swap Experiment into another swap, perhaps. We just keep gaining swaps. We can play Voyage, Lighthouse. We can swap a swap to what? A Grove? Attack, Priest. Barbarian. Just more experiments. Play experiments. Play this. I actually can't take this because I need the money. Actually, yeah, I'm going to take a silver, which I need to hit 8. Okay, we kill a copper into a Sacred Grove. We buy a province and we ghost a grove. And I think Imp will be better because it stays in the deck. And we have a lot of uniques. I don't want either of those. I think I'm fine with those 2. What happened there? I got Field's Gift. Nice. So Lighthouse plus Field's Gift gets me to 8. And I was thinking I would just buy Distant Lands here, but obviously if I'm hitting 8, I can province. So with that, I mean, yeah, I guess I was bound to get Field's Gift or Forest's Gift at some point in here. And if I'm ghosting Sacred Grove on 2 different Voyage turns, then I feel like I can get there. Okay, so now they're in a tough spot because if they province, I can respond by double provincing and just win. And with Ghosted Sacred Grove, I should be able to... with Ghosted Sacred Grove, I should be able to... With Ghosted Sacred Grove, I should be able to pretty easily province. All I have to do is find 2 money And at worst, I like play swap into a priest or something. If they don't province here, then I think I can just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't think there are any risk of double provincing, so I can just gain a province here if they don't province. So I assume they're going to have to province here and hope that I can't do the same thing I just did twice. I do have to draw deck and trash something to get a Sacred Grove in the discard. Okay, let's go. Double province is a win, so let's find it. Okay, so yeah, I need to draw deck. I need to swap into some. I need to draw deck and gain a Sacred Grove or have a Sacred Grove on top. And get like 1 coin after that. Okay, well, this is not a great start. I can't play both Sacred Groves, I don't think, so I can swap one into an Experiment, which I can then play. Wisp. Okay, we swap a Lighthouse to an Experiment, which we play. What is that bottom card? I don't know. I'm going to draw it. Okay, so we start by playing Sacred Grove, and then we can alter the Exorcist. No. Voyage, alter Exorcist into Sacred Grove, play Ghost, hope we get there, and then we yell Allies at the top of our lung to indicate that we used the Allies to their fullest awesome effect. Discard 2, and yep, we have a silver in hand, so we're good. Wow, Allies! That's a fun, it's a fun set. I'm glad I played the Allies release tournament and got a lot of practice with the swap card, and I've watched a lot of Allies as well where they're using swap. So that's a 4-2 win for me. Really happy to get a win against a top player like Burning Skull. And that's the last game of my season. I've got to wait now to see what Akuchi is doing to see if I'm able to promote. But certainly I'm at least going to be able to stay in B. Thank you all for watching.